I'm with a very special person. Many of you already know her. Her name is Beth Meixner. She is the founder of the MOXXIE Network and the MOXXIE Mentoring Foundation.
MOXXIE is a women's business community comprised of two separate entities. One is MOXXIE Network, which is a member-based networking group for senior level women. And the other is our nonprofit, which is MOXXIE Mentoring Foundation. It's a 501c3 that mentors young women. I knew that how I was going to personally address the issue of the lack of women in leadership positions through mentoring. That was my answer. And I said, all right, I need mentors. Where am I going to get the mentors? From the members. So I built up a small membership base. And in January 2010, we launched our first mentoring program for college girls called Junior MOXXIE.
And what you're doing is you're going to recruit colleges.
Yes.
And then they recruit the young women.
Correct.
And what do you do for them?
For the college girls, they get an individual mentor. So we work by the school calendar. So for the fall and spring semesters, they get an individual mentor. All of our mentors are volunteers. All of our mentors are middle and senior level people, professionals from
I'm just checking us.
Corporate, nonprofit, academic, and entrepreneurial fields. All of our mentors are trained. They must go through a 2-hour training class, which I conduct. I design the program.
Okay.
And we also have monthly conference calls for all the mentors, which they must get onto. And on those calls, we talk about issues, challenges, successes. The training program changes the life of a mentor. And our mentors say that after taking our 2-hour training class, they become better managers, co-workers, and parents.
How often do they speak with their mentor?
They must speak together at least once a month in person for at least an hour, at a minimum. Every mentor-mentee pair is completely different because it's two different people with two different schedules. And as busy as our ladies are, the college girls are busier. So the mentor really has to work around the student's schedule because unlike us who are senior level, our time is our own. We have more flexibility in our schedule. The students, if they have a class or a lab, they must be there. If they have an internship or a job, they must be there. If they are in sports or sorority, they must be there, where we can kind of change our schedule. So a lot of times the mentors are really changing their schedule to match the mentees. Now, our program is very different than any college program, though, because our students are not just getting their one individual mentor. They're getting the entire MOXXIE community of both MOXXIE Network and the foundation. So it's hundreds of people. So we have industry exploration field trips to wonderful companies, including LinkedIn. We have great friends at LinkedIn. I saw those posts at LinkedIn.
I'm like, holy cow, they're going to LinkedIn. I want to go.
LinkedIn.
I would love to go.
They're wonderful to us. As a matter of fact, last year at our Emerald Summit, our fundraising event, our keynote speaker was from LinkedIn, and she was amazing. So we do go to LinkedIn. We've gone to Google, Jazz at Lincoln Center, New York Yankees, Senator Gillibrand's office. I mean, at this point in my life, I thought there'd be a lot more female leaders, and it's just not happening. So I said to myself, I'm going to create my own network where senior level women could help and network them together and build relationships. So I was doing a lot of networking for Target Group Media, and I really love networking. I was out morning, noon, and night because I have a very independent husband, no young children at home, so my time was my own. I was doing 5 to 10 events every week probably, but I really like it. And as you know, you're out networking. You have to put the time in. You have to determine the groups that are good for you. You have to be open to different types of groups, never going in with a bad attitude, always saying, I'm going to meet one person today, and that's going to make a difference. So through the course of my networking.
A lot of people don't have that ability.
Well,
you and I, we can walk into a room, 200 strangers, and we walk out. We've met so many people. We've shaken hands. We've gotten business cards. We've got connections, LinkedIn. And
because we're friendly and we're bold.
We're definitely extroverts.
We have MOXXIE.
Yes, MOXXIE.
Grit.
That's right. Reminds me of a TED Talk I once watched about grit, but we'll get into that another day. You should do a TED Talk.
I know. People tell me I should do a TED Talk. I should do a show. I should do.
Everybody's telling you what you should do.
I know.
Who do these people think they are? You're the one who started.
I guess they think I know my own mind.
Yeah.
They need to set me on my course.
So you were doing this.
So I was doing a lot of networking. I just became disenchanted by a lot of the groups. I wasn't meeting the people that I wanted to meet. I wasn't meeting decision makers, people that could sign a check, people that could hire. And particularly with some of the women's groups, and some of the women's groups had been around 25, 35, 40 years. A lot of them have since gone away. But I was just disenchanted by the groups because I felt like, I'm sure they started years ago to promote women, but what are they really doing to promote women? They have great events. I was a member of many and they were great. I had a good time. But after that, what happens? Why aren't there more women?
Where's the follow through?
Right.
What is yours like?
We have monthly lunches. So we have monthly lunches at Jewel in Melville.
And Hotel
And
Indigo?
now, as of last year or this year, we expanded to the East End. So we have monthly lunches at
Right,
Hotel
so-
Indigo.
Right.
There's always a guest speaker who talks about a different topic. It's an 1.5 to 2 hour lunch, depending on what location you're at. So we
Okay.
have about 7 or 8 different MOXXIE clubs. Each club is run by a member. So we have a business book club, which I'm in, which I love because I'm not a big reader, but I know that as a businesswoman, there are certain books I should be reading, but I really don't like to read. I'm addicted to crossword puzzles. That's how I relax. People don't think it's relaxing to do a crossword puzzle, but for me, it's relaxing.
People subscribe to the New York Times just for the crossword puzzle.
Exactly. So,
In fact, you could subscribe just to the crossword puzzle now.
my daughter brought me a whole New York Times crossword puzzle book, which I love. I mean, I cheat, but you're only playing with yourself, right? So that's not a big deal. So we have a business book club. We had a leisure book club. Some of our clubs come in and out. We have a walking club. We have a diners club. We have a culture club. What else? Oh, we have 2 business development clubs, one in Nassau County, one in Suffolk County. So there's a lot of different clubs. So there's other ways for members to
there are
connect.
lots of
At MOXXIE, there's a certain philosophy that we all share, and the way that we live our lives, and the way that we treat people, and the way that we are open to, being inclusive, and also having fun. We love to laugh.
if it's not fun, no one's going to
That's right. You
stay
gotta
committed
have
to it and
fun,
keep
so-
going, right?
So thank you so much.
so much.
Thank
I
you.
really
It was a
enjoyed this.
pleasure.